And the Mets start play today, amazingly, still just one half game behind the Phillies in the East. They had that team meeting last night. We'll see what it means.
Team meetings are thrown by players only when they want to make sure that no one's pointing fingers. This has been a challenging time for all facets of the Mets game.
Mike Burrows, 7 games, 6 starts to a 7th start. We've seen him steadily get better each time he's gone out in the mound, look a little more comfortable.
Burrows on a 2-2, he delivers. Strike 3 called. Bill Miller says you're out on a changeup. Perfectly placed down and away. Here's the 2-2, swing and a miss. Struck him out with a changeup out over the plate. Soto whirls and strikes out 2 Ks in the first for Burrows, and now the Pirates will come to bat.
Well, Frankie Montas earlier in the week pitched against Atlanta with kind of a dark cloud that he didn't even put above his head. And they're looking for Montas to come back from that last strain that kept him out all year. And people looking at the AAA results going, ooh boy.
And in tight, ball 4. He threw him a 2-seamer. Started running in at him. Now McCutchen is on with a 1-out walk. Reynolds over his last 6 games, home run and 5 doubles, 5 RBIs.
And line fair inside the bag. Unfortunately, because McCutchen was not running, he'll settle for third base and a double for Reynolds. Rips it past first.
Best case scenario right there. 2nd and 3rd and 1 out.
So now 2nd and 3rd and 1 out, and the Mets are going to play their infield back up the middle. Spencer Horwitz, the batter, and Horwitz
smacks one, caught by Beatty. Oh wow, Beatty saved 2 runs with a diving grab of the liner. 2 outs.
And boy, Beatty saved his bacon right here. Backhand side, ball hit right on the nose. A chance for Montas to get through the inning.
But the hot hitting Brian Hayes, let's see if he can find some real estate.
Hayes into shallow center field. It's dropping and it drops for a hit. 2-run single. Brian Hayes. He's done it again.
Brian Hayes just off the end of the bat, but putting the ball in play in the middle of the part of the field. He's hotter than August in Kansas City, Browning.
And Montas steps off. He has thrown 31 pitches already in this first inning.
And now it's O'Neill Cruz. And Cruz with a drive to right field and clear the deck. A Cruz missile and a cannonball. His 14th. It's 4-0 Pirates in the first.
We know when he's on time, the damage is going to happen. And this is a cutter that just sat right in the middle of the plate. First pitch he sees of the day, and he's ready for it. 4-run ball game.
The Mets were from getting out of this with nothing. 2 pitches later, it's 4-0. Pham out to deep right field. Soto back to the wall. There it goes. Opposite field home run for Tommy Pham. Break up the Buccos. 5-0 in the first.
Back to back. 5-0. His second.
Exactly the pressure you want to put on the opposition with a chance to sweep.
Henry Davis, the only Pirate to not bat in that 5-run first inning. Swinging a base hit into right for Henry Davis.
So Henry Davis, the 9-man, hitting just $178, is on base. Adam Frazier batting with a runner at first base.
Oh man, look at this. Line drive to right. Davis will wind up at third. First and third, nobody out.
And back-to-back Buck hits to start the second inning. They're beating up on Frankie Montas and the Mets again today.
6 hits already. Here's McCutchen, who walked in the first.
There goes Frazier. Pitch is swung on, hit to left toward the corner. Nimmo is going to make the catch in foul ground, and there's not much of it. Frazier has to get all the way back to first. Davis can tag and score. It ends up being a sac fly for McCutchen. It's 6-0 Pirates.
1-1. Hit hard towards second base, grabbed by Mauricio, flipped to second for 1. Lindor turns it to first. The double play ends the second inning.
Juan Soto was struck out on a changeup his first time up.
2-1 pitch is ripped on a line to right field. Base hit for Soto, who's got a single in front of Reynolds, who fires him. So Soto continues to hit. He's been hitting all month.
So 1 out and 1 on. Mets out their second hit, and now Alonso lined out to center field his first time up.
Wow, that is impressive from Mike Burrows. You're talking about one of the premier power hitters in the game.
2 out of the inning, and now McNeil, who had the first man hit, a single to right.
That's lined to right field. That ball will be down for a base hit. Soto goes first to third.
McNeil's got his second hit of the day, and the Mets have their first runner past first base. So a 2-out scoring chance, and Mark Vientos stands in. Still very early in this game.
He got him, struck him out with a curveball. Mike Burrows 4 scoreless. Tommy Pham passed 5 games, 563, 9 RBIs.
Swinging a soft ground ball to second, and Mauricio bobbles it, and that was a routine play. It'll be an error on Mauricio.
When it rains, it pours, Greg, and it's pouring for these New York Mets right now.
So 1 out, Pham at first. Here's Henry Davis.
High ball to right, Soto back. And Soto drops it! Pham will be held at third. Davis into second.
Soto had it, lost it, and Davis has himself a double.
I think Juan Soto would tell you he should have caught that baseball.
Montas needing a strikeout. He struck out 3 so far today. And he struck him out with the high fastball. That's his 4th strikeout of the day. Here's McCutchen.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out with a sinker down and away. So remember that at bat. Here's Terens in the midst of a 1-for-14 pitch. He swings and drives one deep to right center field. Reynolds is back, turns, and this one is gone. Into the front row in right center field, just to the left of that 21-foot high wall. He snuck it over the fence in right and has the Mets on the board. Luis Terens goes out to right center, his 2nd home run of the year. And the Mets are now down 6-1 in the top of the 5th.
Mets will go to their bullpen, and Richard Lovelady will come in to make his 2nd Mets appearance.
But Mets starters have not gotten out in the 6th inning in weeks.
And the pitch is swung on and hit to deep center field. McNeil back, and there it goes.
Topiary Tater for B-Ray. Home run number 10 for Reynolds.
Well, they got that run back immediately. Nice job. 3 home runs today.
And now the righty batting Ke'Bryan Hayes is coming up. A swing, fly ball out toward the notch and deep. Maybe toward the bullpens. And this ball, it'll thud off the base of the wall in front of the bullpens. That's a double for Hayes.
How about Hayes?
Pham is homered today to the opposite field and then reached on an error.
Hard hit into left field by Pham. Hayes will score. 8-1 Pirates. The Lumber Company weekend. Pham's 2nd hit of this game.
And he stays hot too.
The last time the Pirates won all 3 games of a 3-game series by 7 or more runs was May of 1935 against the Phillies. And that's a fair ball and it hits the umpire, so it's in play. The effect would have been probably Davis going to third.
And there's no way for Roberto Ortiz to get out of the way of that one. So back-to-back Pirates hits to start this 6th inning. They have banged out 12 more hits today.
Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. McCutchen down on strikes.
Brian Reynolds, 2 hits and 3 at-bats. A home run his last time up.
And Reynolds smacks one. It takes a high hop. Mauricio with the flip. Lindor with the turn, and they get the double play.
Well, we've seen some funny bounces off the umpire, off the mound. That one gets Lovelady through the 6th.
Brian Hayes, huge 2-out single in the 1st inning. Hits this hard to center field. And past the diving center fielder McNeil. Brian Hayes is as hot as he has ever been. Another double.
Drives this one to the warning track. Diving attempt came up empty.
13 more hits today for the Pittsburgh Pirates, who have an 8-1 lead. Cruz has homered today.
There's a drive to right field, and O'Neal Cruz has himself a 2-homer game. A weekend coming out party for the Bucks. Blowing out the Mets again. 10-1.
All right, let's add them up, Brownie. Between Ke'Bryan Hayes and O'Neal Cruz today, that's 5 runs scored between them, and that's 6 RBIs.
Well, Taylor is on at second.
Now Alonso's 0 for 3 today.
Headed up the middle. Diving play at short. How about Jared Triolo, the Gold Glover?
And that saves a run here in the 8th.
Well, Travis Jankowski is going to make his first ever appearance as a pitcher.
And the Pirates can pad their offensive stats here.
Yeah, these are never good situations for anybody.
It's like a celebrity softball game. This is unbelievable.
And he'll take a walk. That's an RBI. 11-1.
Just keep it going. And Horowitz drives one to right field. Caught at the track by McNeil. It'll be a sac fly for Horowitz and 1 away. And a dozen on the board for the Pirates. And here's Ke'Bryan Hayes, the hottest hitter in the bunch.
Ground ball, chance for 2. Beatty to Mauricio and on to first for a 5-4-3 double play. So ground ball specialist Travis Jankowski gets the Mets through the inning with only 2 runs scoring.
And 2 outs in the 9th inning. This is the largest run differential for the Pirates against an opponent in a 3-game series right now, plus 26 since September of 1975. And there it is, Rays the Jolly Roger in a resounding sweep of the New York Mets. That's a major league thumping.